I could feel it in my bones. There was something going on. Got shut down, hanging around. Got old. 'Cause darling, there was nothing right. All you seem to do is lie. Those days are gone. I'm walking tall while you're alone. When I think about the way we used to be, when I think about the things you took from me, I know that I am so much better. I'm better.
So the first trick in bulking up a green smoothie is to use plant-based milk instead of water. And so here I'm using my homemade hemp sea moss milk. And then I'm using my chosen greens, just greens I had on hand. It's Swiss chard, some parsley, and some cilantro. And so I like to add powders to my green smoothie to bulk up the nutritional value. So what you see here is Marcus Rothkranz vitamin C formula, and it's just all natural, wild, and organic herbs that are high in vitamin C. And then I add in his green formula as well. Again, it's all natural herbs, wild and organic herbs. And I also add in these chlorella tablets. And this hemp seeds right here, this is what is going to also help bulk it up. So along with the milk, we're going to add in some hemp seeds to our green smoothie, excuse me. And you can see that it is high in protein, high in healthy fats. That's what makes it calorically dense. And it's going to add like about 180 calories to our smoothie. And it's going to add in more protein. So that's kind of like another trick of mine that I do to bulk up my green smoothie. So green smoothie bulking tips. Use milk instead of water, and add things like hemp seeds or chia seeds or flax seeds, something that's high in calories and that can give you some density. Also, I forgot to mention that I added some MSM sulfur to this green smoothie. Now, this is good for inflammation, joint and bone issues. And because I was born with a disability with missing limbs and things like that, I've always had issues with my joints. So this gives me like an extra boost because of my disability, but it's not necessary to add to your diet. Okay, so now that I have all my greens and powders in the blender, I'm going to blend it all up first to kind of get all that stuff broken down. And then after that, I'm going to add in my fruit and frozen stuff. So today I'm doing oranges, and I'm doing frozen bananas. And I'm also going to add in a special ice cube. It's a sea moss ice cube. It's just frozen sea moss. And so I'm going to add that in and then re-blend this. So I'm going to drink half of this now for breakfast. And then the other half I'm going to drink as a snack. So now the second part of my breakfast this morning was some oatmeal. So I started with some quick cooking oats, and then I added some hemp seeds to it, again to bulk up the calories and the protein. And I added some raisins for sweetness and flavor. And then I'm going to cover this with some warm hot milk and let it sit for a few minutes until the oatmeal absorbs all the liquid, making it creamy. And once that happens, then I drizzle a little bit of agave nectar for flavor. And then I add about a serving of peanut butter. Again, another bulking tip to add to your oatmeal because it has a lot of calories and protein. So I added that to my oatmeal along with some freshly chopped bananas. and a little bit drizzle of some more agave for some additional flavor and sweetness. And that's the second half of my breakfast. So altogether, my breakfast was a Curvy Girl green smoothie. I'm drinking half of that now, and my oatmeal. It is snack time. So I'm doing my other half of my smoothie that I made earlier for breakfast. And I'm snacking on these little things right here. See in the camera. The good, maybe make it closer. The Good Bean. I'm supposed to be eating 1 serving, 1 ounce. I'm more than likely eating 2 servings, but that's okay. So, so I'm bulking up on that because today is a leg day, and later on today, I'm going to be working out. So I'm kind of getting my fuel in now so that when it's time to work out, which I do right before lunch, I'll be ready to go. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do now. So I'm taking me a little break. I'm gonna eat my little snack, and then I'm going to get on my computer, organize all my files, do some emails, do some administrative stuff like financial stuff and all that fun stuff. And then by the time I do that, it will be around noonish, and I'll be ready to work out and eat lunch. So I will see you back at lunchtime. So now it is lunchtime, and you know, for lunch, I eat reps for lunch. I'm about to go to the gym, hit the gym and work out. And then after I work out, I'm going to show you what I eat post-workout, which is my lunch. That's when I do my workouts now. I used to do it in the morning. Then at one point I was doing it in the evening. So now I kind of do it in the afternoon because it gives me a break from just sitting at the desk all day. And it gets me out the house, especially down here. I'm down here and it's, you know, it's dark. It's no windows. So I'm dying to get out. So that afternoon break like pumps my energy up from being up all morning and just sitting at the desk. So we're gonna go to the gym, and I'm gonna work out, and I should be showing you what I eat for lunch post-workout. All right. Okay, so first we're going to make a quick post-workout protein shake, and we're gonna start with the base, my plant-based milk. Of course, that adds more calories, more protein to it, and then we're going to add in 2 bananas for extra calories, and it helps keep it creamy. And then of course we got to add some peanut butter. Now peanut butter is a staple, as you can see in my diet. I add it as many places as possible because it's calorically dense, and I'm only doing a serving today. But if I was like gaining weight, because right now I'm just maintaining my weight, but if I was gaining weight, I would have done 2 servings. And then we're going to add in some hemp protein powder. I've been using this protein powder for years. We're going to add in a full scoop of that. And also my MSM sulfur. We're going to add that to my blender with my protein shake, and the maca powder. Now maca powder is good for like energy, and it also helps balance my hormones. So we're going to add all that to the blender, and then we're going to add this another sea moss gel ice cube to keep it cold and to add some additional nutrients. So we're going to add all that together in there and blend it all up. And now I'm ready to go to the gym. So I take this to the gym with me, and I drink this while I'm at the gym after my workout. And then when I get home, I'll be ready to cook my post-workout meal. So I'm drinking this shake and I'm eating a post-workout meal. So I will see you guys back here when I get back from the gym. Okay, so for my post-workout meal, we're going to be making some orange chickpeas over quinoa. So I'm going to start with some oil in a pan and add some leftover peppers that I had already chopped and a whole can of prepared chickpeas. And then I'm going to add some leftover orange sauce that I made. I was recipe testing this, so it's not an official recipe yet, but it turns out pretty good. So I'm going to use the rest of that. And then I'm going to add in some fresh parsley and some fresh chopped green onions and just kind of stir that together until the sauce starts to thicken. And that's pretty much it. Like, I don't, this is a quick lunch, quick meal. I don't make my lunch meals super long and complicated because, I just got through working out. And even though I drank a shake, I am hungry. So we're going to just top that over some quinoa. And I'm going to eat this. I'm using all of the canned chickpeas. So I'm eating about 1.5 cups of chickpeas over about 1 cup of rice, and I'm gonna eat all of that, and that is my lunch for today. I'm really hungry, huh? That's good. One thing about when you start working out, you will like your appetite will increase. So it's important to, when you're trying to build curves as a vegan or maintain your curves as a vegan, healthy curves, you want to make sure that you are not just eating a whole bunch of calories, but you want to make sure that you're also working out so that your body starts to scope itself. It's called like body composition. Because if you're eating like 3,000, 4,000 calories a day, which when I'm bulking, I eat like about 3,000 calories in a day. When I'm maintaining, I drop it down to like 2,500, 2,700. I kind of know, like, I don't count calories because I've been doing it for so long, so I kind of know what range I'm in. But like when you are trying to gain, you want to make sure that you're working out, because not only working out will increase your appetite because you're breaking down that muscle, so your body is like, oh, I need carbs, I need protein, I need my nutrients, I need my fats, I need that, I need my calories, I need my energy. But if you're just eating a whole bunch of calories and you're not working out, you're gonna gain weight, but it's gonna be excessive waste, So I'm gonna finish eating my lunch, and then I'm going to shower and get in my evening attire. I ain't gonna be looking cute, y'all. I'm gonna be having my hair wrapped up. I'm gonna be having my hair wrapped up because I am done for the day. As far as going out anywhere, I'm gonna be back on the computer doing some editing, doing some blog work until it's time for dinner. And so I will see you guys at dinner time. Okay, so for dinner, I am making a recipe that is on my blog, and I will link that below in the description box. But it is creamy kamut pasta, and it's Dr. Sebi inspired. Now, the recipe on the blog is more strictly Dr. Sebi, but tonight I am gonna add some things to this pasta that's not Dr. Sebi recommended, because that's what I want to do. But if you're on a strict Dr. Sebi diet and you want to make this recipe, make sure you check the link out below in the show notes. So I'm going to start by bringing some water to a boil, and then I'm going to add my kamut pasta to the boiling water and boil until it's al dente. And then I'm going to drain the pasta and add the drained pasta into a separate bowl and season it with some approved Dr. Sebi seasonings. Now, this is just something that I do because I like seasoning my pasta separately, even though it's going to be added to sauce with, seasonings. This is just a habit that I do. Okay, next, we're going to go back to that same pan, and we're going to start making our creamy sauce. And so I'm going to start by sauteing some onions and some mushrooms together until they soften. And then I'm going to add some more seasonings, some salt, pepper, and then I'm going to stir that in. And then I'm going to add in some spelt white flour. Now, I've done this also with chickpea flour, but I don't have any chickpea flour on hand tonight. I got to go get some. So I am using the white spelt flour instead. And I stir that until it incorporates with the veggies to kind of make like a roux. And then I'm going to add in some spring water and some full fat canned coconut milk. Now, again, with the Dr. Sebi recommendations, I am aware that canned foods are not recommended. I'm also aware that, typically coconut milk and coconut period is not supposed to be cooked with. But again, it is Dr. Sebi inspired, not strictly Dr. Sebi. So if you want to do it strictly Dr. Sebi, you have to make your own coconut milk from coconut meat and, I'm not doing that. So, but if you want to do that, be my guest. I don't have the time. So we're going to just do that, and we're going to just add some more approved seasonings and herbs to our sauce, and we're going to allow it to cook until the sauce thickens. Once the sauce thickens, so we're going to add in our pasta, and I'm using dinosaur kale tonight because that's what I had, and some cherry tomatoes. And tonight I'm going to be adding in some white beans. Again, that's not Dr. Sebi recommended, but you could just leave this as is, or you can add in some chickpeas to keep it Dr. Sebi inspired. And then I just kind of stir that together until it becomes nice and creamy. And when it is incorporated to my liking, I turn off the heat and I'm ready to serve. And that's pretty much my dinner tonight. Okay, so now evening time is upon us, and I always end my evening before I go to bed with some herbal tea to help me relax. And I like get into my Netflix show, so I'm going to be making some valerian root tea. And so bringing some more water to a boil, and then I'm going to be adding in 1 tablespoon of valerian root along with some elderberry and some hibiscus. And I'm gonna let that steep, and then I'm going to drain that and get my tea ready to go because I am watching the game tonight. I love that show. Brings back a lot of memories, nostalgia moments. So that is my evening, and I really hope this video was helpful to you guys. If you guys want me to make more what I eat in a day videos like this, just let me know in the comment section below. And just in general, like, what kind of videos do you want to see more of on this channel, and I will start working on them for you. So I thank you guys for watching. If you are new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up button, and I will see you guys next video. Talk to you later.